So, hey, Anisse, tell us more about you. Who are the founders? Who is in the team?
Sure. So my name's Anissa Farrell and I'm from Fair and Square, and we're helping contractors meet their obligation to pay everybody in their contractual chain. And what we want to do is make a really positive impact into the construction security of payment system, which is a little bit problematic at the moment. So I'm the only person in Fair and Square at the moment, the sole founder. But we're looking to expand that team as we grow. We're quite a new startup. We've only probably been in operation for about 6 months. And we're developing really strongly what we're doing. And then we want people to come join us as they feel as passionate about the problem that we're solving.
But how entire story started?
So about 6 months ago, a friend of mine's husband lost his electrical business due to not being paid. And I saw the impact that it had on their family, and it was really quite distressing to watch. So I started to look at, how was there a better way that we could help tradies and subcontractors get paid, because we knew that there's a lot of problems in the industry that was plaguing all over Australia. And so I started looking at, how do we get tradies paid better? And through talking to, a lot of subbies, talking to a lot of tradies, talking to a lot of head contractors and lots of builders, I realised that the problem kind of couldn't be solved maybe at that lower level. What we needed to do was actually fix the culture from the top level, which was at that head contractor phase. So the legislation changed in Queensland to deal with this, with the introduction of the Building Industry Fairness Act. And so we used that legislation to make the biggest impact by becoming project bank account agents.
Okay. So how exactly you are solving this problem?
Yeah. So what we're looking at is under legislation, contractors are now required to have project bank accounts. So traditionally the client used to pay the head contractor and the head contractor would pay the subbies. But what we were finding is that it wasn't going down the chain enough to pay the people that it needed to. Now anybody who's a subcontractor is actually an unsecured creditor within that contract, so they often don't see their money. So what with the legislation, they're now required to have a project bank account, which is separate to the contractor's personal, company bank accounts. Now the introduction of those bank accounts, that's a real big administration burden for head contractors. It's full of legislative and red tape. But we've developed what we call the PBA playbook, and that's a manual process that we use to help contractors meet their obligations underneath that legislation and pay their subbies. What we realised though was that we couldn't stay manual. Okay. The future is in digital and it's in technology. So we're developing a online digital process that manages a lot of this automatically. And then when we started to do some research into trust and transparency and all these things to do with the digital transacting world, we realised that blockchain was this amazing opportunity to integrate into what we were doing digitally. So that's very exciting.
So in which stage you are in the moment? What are your current challenges?
Yeah. So being an early startup, we know what product we're moving forward through with the, into the industry. We're talking with the contractors, getting ourselves out there. We need to develop an amount of trust, because essentially what we're asking them is to outsource their security of payments requirements. It's a big ask to do that for contractors, but we're working really closely with some great lawyers to make sure that what we're doing is as per the legislation. So moving forward, we're looking for a coder to come and join the team. We're looking at accountants to come and join the team, and we're moving through a funding phase at the moment. So we're talking with VCs, we're talking with foundations out there.
Yeah. So why did you decide to join Incubator? What are your expectations?
Yeah.
What do you want to gain out of it?
So the chance to join the Incubator, I just couldn't pass up. It just looks so exciting. To be kind of immersed here at the Blockchain Centre, to have connections with everybody that kind of walks in from the community. I mean, you never get that amount of exposure to not only talk to people in the community, but talk to the top people in the community. So I've already spoken to some of my mentors, one of them being Jason Lee from NEM. I mean, he's one of the top guys at NEM, and he strolls in here like this is, his second home. So, and it's the same with, talking with Austrade, and just the fact that the blockchain centre has connections with all those really great people. We knew that the opportunity there to connect with the right people was just too good to give up. And I've travelled all the way down to Brisbane every week for this, so.
That's amazing, that's amazing. Thank you very much for this, and good luck.
Thank you so much.